everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Ash and I'm here with another review roundup video. If you don't know what these are, it's basically a video where I talk about 4 games I've been playing over the last week or so. Now, they can be on different systems, different consoles, different genres. I play so many different games. Like I say, I don't always have time to do full review videos for all of them. So I tend to do these review roundups when I'm going through a ton of different games. So we're going to jump straight in with the first one, which is Revhead. Now, this is like I want to say a car sort of simulator game where you fix up cars, race them, basically build your own car almost from scratch at times. You're having to buy parts from like local magazines and stuff like that, and it all takes place in like the Australian outback. Now, this is a game that came out back in 2023, developed and published by Creative Pudding Hungary, who were kind of sending me a copy, and it's a weird one, this. So it's a racing game, but it's also a sim game. There's a lot to it in terms of what's on offer, but it's one of those games that's got tons of potential, but is a bit marmitey. So the tuning and building of the vehicles is pretty decent. I did find the racing to be less than fantastic, and also it looks very outdated. Like, even for a game that came out in 2023, it doesn't look great. You could maybe have got away with this on the 360, but on a Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, it is a little lackluster. The building is very in depth, and the repairs and stuff like that. The racing wasn't great. There is a lot of different races to go through, but I don't know. Just the handling didn't seem to be great. I preferred the mechanic side of it and the selling vehicles and stuff like that over the actual racing. Also, the UI feels cumbersome. When I first tried it, I got stuck on a screen. I couldn't get off the screen no matter what button I pressed. I could not get off this menu, so I had to restart from scratch because I'd spent about 20 minutes getting into the game only to get stuck on a menu that I couldn't get off. And the UI is a bit naff. I feel like it would be better on a PC. However, like, there is a lot of depth to this game. There's a lot you can get into. So if you can get past the dated looking graphics, there's lots to see and lots to do in it. Won't be for everyone, like I say, but there is a big fan base with a lot of people saying how great it is. So it won't be for everyone, but honestly, I did quite like certain aspects of it. I just felt like it was let down by other bits, mainly the handling and the graphics of the worst bits. But I do think the other side definitely holds it up in other aspects above other racing games that are out nowadays. Anyway, on Xbox, you can grab it for £16 and 74 pence, and it's playable on Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S consoles. Okay, next up is like a totally different game. This is Tiny Garden, and basically it's like a garden sim game mixed with Polly Pocket or Mighty Max. You used to get those little tubs where you open the little head up or the little building or something, and you had your little indoors and you could play with the little figures. Imagine that, but it's basically a little sort of garden simulator game. Now, it's basically a magical little garden inside this special toy, and it's been handed down through the years. You can stick stickers on it and stuff like that. You plant some like crops inside, and you turn the handle, and time passes, and they basically grow. Now, it's a very chill game. There's no time limits or scores or anything like that. It's all about just growing your crops and then expanding your garden. So you grow all these different plants and everything like that. You then trade them in for furniture, which you then customize your garden, which I thought was pretty cool. You can stick stickers all over it and everything. And basically everything in it is a toy, and I thought that was pretty cool. Now, it did take me a little while to figure out how to progress, because you have to do certain things to unlock new plants. You have to do certain things, and that unlocks a plant. And then using that plant and mixing it with that plant and doing this, then gets you different sort of ground types which other plants like, which then allow you to get more and more. And I got quite confused with it at the beginning, and it got me quite frustrating, and I was getting annoyed at it. But I gave it a second chance, and it's interesting to see, like, when you're turning the handle, what happens once you've placed things in the garden and stuff like that, how things change. Um, and you have to sort of plan ahead a little bit to sort of make things happen how you want them to happen. There's no sort of end goal, but it's an interesting concept that mixes like puzzle gameplay, but with like that chill farming style game. The gameplay is a bit repetitive. It's basically plant, plant, turn the handle, grow plant, claim plant, buy something else, more seeds, over and over and over. And it does get harder as you progress to unlock more and more and more. But it is fun. It's interesting, it's different. It's just interesting to sort of figure out how to do things and slowly progress. You just got to get over, or I had to just get over the sort of lack of hand holding in it and trying to figure it out myself. Now, I did like the aesthetic to it. Like I said, I was a big Mighty Max kid when I was a child. So these little like dioramas and stuff in the little toy brings back memories. And people who like Polly Pocket and stuff will love him as well. Everything's great in that aspect, and I like that it's just a chill game that I can play for as long as I want or as little as I want. Now, it's released in April 2025. It was published by Super Rare Originals, who were kind of sent us a copy on Steam. It's $11.99, and you can use both Xbox and PlayStation controllers on it. Okay, next up is Pep a Pig, not Peppa Pig, Pep a Pig on Steam, and this released in June 2025, developed and published by Factory Trascension, who were kind of send me a copy, so huge thank you to them for that. Now there's a demo of this on Steam, feel free to download it and try it out. It's a little weird one, this. You're on this Isle of Pep with a pig, and it's like a magical little island, and you're also, like I say, with this pig called Pep as well. And basically, you have to just carry out random things on this island. It's a very chill game. You'll explore this little island, gather resources, which will allow you to expand and do new things. And stuff slowly but surely happens as you're playing. Now, it's okay. It's a weird one. It's it just sort of happens. You end up building a boat and getting on a boat, and you end up getting all these masks, and you can change the mask the pig wears and stuff. It's a weird one. You've just got to experience it for yourself. It's a fun, weird little sort of cozy, short game. It's not super long, but it'll just see you sort of like collecting resources and doing little bits and bobs as you progress. It's okay. You've got to experience it for yourself. Really, it's a tough one to explain. Now on Steam, it's priced at $4.29. It's all right. Yeah, it's a weird one. It's interesting enough. I don't know how much replayability you'd get out of it, but all in all, worth checking out if you're into these weird and wonderful little games. Okay, last up is Super Jagger Bomb 2 Go East. Now, this came out in February 2025, published by East Asia Soft Limited, who would kind of send me a copy. It's £4.19. I played it on Xbox, and it's Xbox Play Anywhere. So if you get it digitally, you get it on Xbox One, Series X and S consoles, and PC through like the Microsoft Store. Now, this is a arcade-style platforming game where you play as this superhero, Super Jagger, and basically he's got to defuse all these bombs around like world monuments and things like that. So you have to sort of jump around these maps, all sort of famous places, Taj Mahal, pyramids, all that sort of stuff. and you have to collect these bombs as quick as possible to get like a multiplayer without being sort of like killed by enemies or anything like that. Jumping on platforms, avoiding like things you shouldn't be touching, and clearing them as quick as possible. Now, I didn't really enjoy this that much. I get it. It's nice enough. It's a fun little game. It's interesting, but for me, I just didn't think it was great. Like all the levels are like single screen levels, like old school style, and I did like that. There's like enemies and traps and things to keep you on your toes. It's not just simply a collectathon. But I just felt like it looked rubbish. Like it looked bad graphically, and just some of the controls just annoyed me, and I couldn't get my head around it. Now, some of you guys will think it's pretty decent. It's a very fast game to get into, and the levels are quite quick. It's one that you won't play over and over because it's quite repetitive, but you could give a few levels a go at a time. But it's very much a trial and error style gameplay, and it just wasn't for me. I'm not saying it's bad, the gameplay. It's very old school in how it plays. It just wasn't my cup of tea. Um, it's interesting. It's kind of based, I believe, on a classic arcade game called Bomb Jack. So if you've ever played that, you'll know sort of what you're expecting. But obviously, it's been modernized with like 3D graphics and stuff like that. Just wasn't for me. Like, it's not an easy 1000G either. It'll take you a long time to grind it. It's just the controls let it down for me. I just thought they were a bit naff, and that sort of spoiled it for me. But other than that, all in all, it wasn't that bad a game. If you like old school arcadey style combo building platformers, then this is definitely one for you. Like, I like that it's on all like the Great Wall of China and stuff like that. All those sort of famous landmarks. I thought that was pretty cool. But other than that, it just wasn't my cup of tea. On Xbox, though, it is optimized for Series X and S consoles with 4K resolution and 60 FPS. So check it out. It is at a cheap price as well. Full price, it's only £4.19. But anyway, guys and girls, that has been this week's review roundup. Let me know what you think of these four games. Are there any you want to play, or have you played them? Are there any you want to see me check out on future review videos? Leave a comment down below, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you soon for more content, guys. Thanks for watching.